In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a rear caliper on your Subaru Outback. This will be located behind the rear wheel. Let's get started. Using a 19mm socket, remove the 5 lug nuts. Remove the wheel. We're going to crack the brake line bolt free on the caliper. If you have the stock caliper, this will be a 12mm. In our case, it's going to be an 11. Just want to make sure I can get it out once the caliper's off. I'll break the bolt free and then tighten it back down so it's not leaking. Using a 14mm socket, remove the lower caliper bolt. Swing the caliper up, remove the pads. Using a 14mm socket, remove the 2 caliper bracket bolts. Pull the caliper assembly up. I'm going to rest this on top of the upper control arm, making sure there's no tension on our brake hose. Using a 14mm socket, remove the 2 bolts. Loosen both bolts before removing them. Remove the slide pins. Be sure there's grease on it. I'm just going to add a little bit. Put a skim coat of grease on the valleys. Install the shims. Install the caliper bracket. Get the bolts started. Snug them down. Torque the caliper bracket bolts to 80 foot-pounds. Install the pads. Install the caliper. Get the bolts started. Torque the caliper bolts to 20 foot-pounds. Remove the brake line bolt out of the new caliper. Be sure you have both crush washers when you pull this out. We're going to leave 1 crush washer on this bolt. We're going to remove the other. Keep it handy. I have a collection bucket under me. We're going to remove the brake line bolt out of the old caliper. Remove the old caliper. When this line comes out, be sure there's no crush washers on either side that are stuck to the hose. One of them is stuck to my bolt and the other is stuck to the old caliper. If they were stuck onto the line, remove them now. You may need to use a pair of pliers and kind of grab the side and pull it off. Grab your bolt with the one crush washer, install it through the front of the line. Install the second crush washer onto the back of the line. Install the brake line into the caliper. Get the bolt started. There's a detent in the caliper for the line to sit. It will only sit one way. Snug the bolt down using a 12mm wrench. Torque the brake line bolt to 13 foot-pounds. Remove the bleeder cap. Using a 10mm wrench, break the bleeder screw free. We're going to open this up. We're going to wait for fluid to come out with no bubbles, and then we'll close the bleeder screw down. Now that we have a steady drip of fluid coming out of our bleeder with no bubbles coming out, we're going to close it down. I'm going to open it one more time. I saw no bubbles, so I'll close it right back down. Get it nice and snug, right around 5 foot-pounds. Clean off any of the brake fluid. Install the bleeder cap. Install the wheel. Get the lug nuts started. Snug the nuts down. Torque the lug nuts in a star pattern to 90 foot-pounds. And you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.